It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Blues and the Nighthawks, and it's all up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Blues and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, you look at our quarterback matchup in this ball game, that's where the focus naturally gravitates, and I think we have a fairly interesting one here.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the free possessions. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out, take the ball away from the other team, and give you a few extras.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Play action this time with Love. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack, but they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The drive starts with a run by White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got White here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Cade York on now for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. York able to send this one through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us, and now to have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw now, here's Love. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he stays up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
A first update now from Cincinnati. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that and all Week 2 games as we go along. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll go up the middle with White. A nice little juke. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Trucks over him, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Love. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete on the deep ball. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Love from the gun. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1st down, Love to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Going back to Love. He rifles Here's one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again.
I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
2nd and 5. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll dump this one off here to White. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He'll leave this one for White. And he'll be brought down at the 27. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Tony. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. White going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love, throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Love now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Love. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Love. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing. Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, they got the turnover, and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points, because you never want to see turnovers turn into...
Now a hit and a loose football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second down and a run by Robinson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught. This is White. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes it right side to White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This a 31-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3.
So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First down now, but that clock rolling. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? But can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is...
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey. It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with White. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A 61-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
On the give, here's Robinson.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll run again here with Robinson. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love gets us to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Derwin James with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Following the interception, Love, he's going to look deep for more. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing, Love.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. 1st down, going to the air with Love. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Might Micah Parsons getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Bradley Pena now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 4. Here's Freiermuth again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Running out of the gun with White. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They did. Worked out offensively. Back to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. On the handoff, this is White. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
Going across the formation, he finds Fryermuth.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
On the draw, it's White.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game.
York able to send this one through.
And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd down throw for Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On play action. Love to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To the air again, Love.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
On 3rd down, Love. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Micah Parsons
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 12.
Now a give to White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's White.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Rashad White.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Nighthawks have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
His throw incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the draw, Robinson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He has a man, it's complete to Wilson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Love now to pass on first down. Dancing to his left.
And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Trying to improvise, and he wisely will throw that one away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love. Got an open man, and it's a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going back to Love.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. One last shot now for Love. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.